to all my job seekers around the world, I'm going to tell you why it's so hard to get a job in 2025. So, to use an analogy, whenever things are not going right in a relationship, so one of the people involved might say, "Hey, it's not you, it's me. I'm dealing with something." Well, for the job market in 2025, it's not me, it's you. It's what's happening with the companies, y'all. Companies now have all the leverage. With artificial intelligence, economic uncertainty, they're deciding not to hire workers. Now, you might be saying, Coach, are you sure? Sure? Yes. Here are my receipts. Last Friday, the jobs report came out for August. Only 22,000 jobs were created, and the forecast was 75,000. So that's a significant loss in what was expected. But let's back up. In June of this year, we lost 13,000 jobs. It was a negative jobs report. So the market is changing, y'all, and you had nothing to do with this. It is not your fault, but the game you're playing has been changed. And for my recent grads, if you're wondering, like, bro, why am I not getting a job? I went to the best school, I got the right degree, and I still can't get a job. That's because AI is changing the career ladder. The entry level jobs I used to get back in the day when I started my career 15, 20 years ago, they're being replaced by artificial intelligence. Companies are saying, should I pay this person 20, 30, $40,000, or could I spend $5,000 and have AI do it? They're choosing to take the $5,000 lower cost option than hiring entry level workers. So, with this context, I need you to stop beating yourself up. It is not your fault that you graduated or you're seeking a job in a time where the entire industry has changed because of artificial intelligence, because of the economic uncertainty. That's not your fault. So, I want to give you 4 practical tips that you can use to get your job in 2025. You already know when Coach pulls up with the tips, make sure you screenshot this and send it to your people. Tip number 1, if you're trying to get a job in 2025, is you have to live on LinkedIn. If you look at your screen time and it shows you what apps you're on the most, if you're spending 2 to 3 hours on TikTok and 5 minutes on LinkedIn, you're hustling backwards. You have to live on LinkedIn if you want to find a job because, again, the companies have all the leverage. So post every single day. Comment on things related to your industry, press releases, any new product launches. Write articles. It's a cheat code, y'all. When you write an article on LinkedIn and you use the right hashtags, it doesn't just stay on LinkedIn, y'all. If someone searches your name and says marketing, that article will pull up across all of Google, across all of the different websites. It actually creates a digital footprint. And I've written several articles that help me land jobs, help people find me on the internet because I recognize the power of LinkedIn. So please post on LinkedIn. Make sure you have a professional headshot. All of the things that are on your resume should be on your LinkedIn, y'all. It needs to be pristine, up to date, because here's what happens. When you apply for that job, if it looks like you're a good fit, they go to your LinkedIn first and see, is this person real? Are they capping or not? And if you have zero information on your LinkedIn, a headshot with you, a selfie, that's not going to give the good impression. So live on LinkedIn and make sure it's up to date and you're active and engaged on LinkedIn more than any other social media platform. LinkedIn should be number 1 on your screen time. Tip number 2 is to rebrand yourself. I was fortunate to land a job in April of this year during the most challenging job market of my career. What helped me is because my personal brand was very strong. I had a presence, y'all, on LinkedIn, a presence on Instagram, on TikTok. So you could see that I was actively engaging. I was sharing content. I had branded myself as a thought leader in product management, marketing, career coaching. So you have to rebrand yourself, y'all. You can't, the days of just applying for the job, getting the email saying, hey, we think you'd be interested in our role and going through the process, those days are limited. You have to allow your digital brand to work for you because you're going up against thousands of other candidates for the same job. Tip number 3, y'all, is so critical. Automate your job search with ChatGPT. I'm doing a whole series on this, but here's what I need you to do. Develop prompts like, hey, I'm looking for a marketing manager job for these companies. Go find open roles at these companies and bring them to me. ChatGPT can do that in seconds, y'all. Or I need to write a cover letter for this marketing manager job. Create me a draft that I can customize. Seconds. Or I just received a job offer. Here's what I want to negotiate. Is this a good strategy? Or give me your recommendations. Use ChatGPT to help you get things automated that would normally take a lot of your time. And this right here is a cheat code. Ask ChatGPT to create a job search plan for you. Upload your resume in ChatGPT. Talk about the types of roles that you want to use, and make sure you use the audio feature. This is something I learned from Gary Vee. Tap that audio and just talk to ChatGPT and let them know what you're trying to do, what's been the challenges you're focusing on. ChatGPT can actually tailor your resume to specific jobs, y'all. The reason why you have to use AI is because companies are using it. If they're investing hundreds of billions of dollars in this new technology, why shouldn't you, as a job seeker, also use this technology to your advantage? And the goal here is to save time. Now you might say, Coach, why are you asking me to do this? Because you're in a battle for your livelihood, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck. The next couple of weeks, I'm gonna be very challenging for you on your job search. And if you're spending an hour writing one cover letter, if you're spending 2 hours searching for jobs and getting overwhelmed, if you're spending 3-4 days trying to negotiate your offer, you're going to get burnt out. You're going to be so overwhelmed. So the goal with ChatGPT is to automate those steps in the hiring process or job search that would consume a lot of your energy so that you don't get burned out, you don't get frustrated, because you're using AI to work for you. You're putting ChatGPT, Claude AI, Google Gemini, Meta AI, they're working for you as your own assistant with your job search. And by automating your job search using AI or ChatGPT, it allows you to free up time to do the most important thing for your job search: protect your mental health. I'm hearing people that are applying for 5, 10, sometimes hundreds of jobs per day. And could you imagine getting 90 rejection emails in one day? The toll it takes on your mental health. Can you imagine getting to the final round of a job that you know you crushed the interview and just getting a generic, thank you for your interest, but we're moving forward with other candidates? Like, that affects your mental. And if you're exhausted from spending hours and hours on your job search, you're doing interviews, you're preparing for your interviews, and then you're getting rejected over and over again, that could lead to depression. That could really impact your mental health. And so by automating your process, you're going to have more energy to really do that self-talk. Like, you know what? I didn't get that job, but that rejection does not define me. And I want to make sure you're aware of it. If you've watched this video to this point, you know the job market has changed forever. You had no control over that. You didn't control when you graduated from college. You didn't control getting laid off from a company. Now you're trying to get back in the workforce. You can control the tech industry is investing hundreds of billions of dollars to be the first and the best AI company in the world, which is causing jobs to be replaced by AI. None of that is in your control. So stop beating yourself up, bro. I just laid out to you what's happening in the job market, why companies are not hiring. Your goal now is to recognize it's a numbers game. I'm going to get rejected, but I just need one yes. And so I'm going to preserve my energy by using AI, protect my mental health to stay in this fight long enough to get that job. That is the play. So I need you to meditate. If you're a person of faith, I need you to be praying daily, fasting, and I need you to make sure that you make your mental health a priority, because it's going to take time, it's going to take reps to land that job, but it's not impossible. If this get added value, I need your help. Give it a thumbs up, like it. Let me know in the comments how I can help you on your job search. Send me a DM with your progress. Keep the faith. With God, all things are possible. I'll see you next time.